Welcome to the Idaho Business Podcast, the only Idaho podcast focused on providing profits for Idaho people. If you love our state and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Idaho Business Podcast with your friend, host, and all-around great guy and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Idaho Business Podcast. I'm excited to be with you today. We are at episode 201. Didn't make a big deal last time I got on to episode 200, but man, been doing this for a little bit now. So you think I'd be better, but I'm not yet. You're still listening to the same goofy voice, the same goofy person, but hopefully this goofball is going to get better and better slowly. But I think I am slowly, but it's going to happen. All right, today, like always, Dale's Outdoor Advertising is our proud sponsor. If you're looking for an awesome way to get your business front and center of your potential customers, good brand awareness, use their traditional and digital means billboards from I-15 on Pocatello all the way to Blackfoot, located in the city limits in Pocatello and in Blackfoot as well. If you sign up for a 3-month deal, at least a 3-month deal, you can extend it far beyond that. They will give you your first month for free or your installation for free. Just give Rob a call today at Dale's Outdoor Advertising. Today, we are entering the kind of, I don't want to jinx myself by saying this, but kind of the post COVID times of business. I know we're still experiencing the effects of COVID within supply chain and all that kind of stuff, but we're starting to see regulations being lifted and stuff like that. Hopefully, more people are coming back to the workforce in full force, and we can kind of get back to our lives as we know it. Back to the good old 2019 days. But, I've thought a lot about what a lot of us are going through and talked to a lot of different business owners. And it seems like a lot of us are struggling with maintaining our workforce and hiring still. Even though many of us have raised our wages, provided, even more benefits than we're using that we've offered in the past, we're still seeing just the workforce. We're hiring them, and they're not staying as long as traditionally they've stayed in the past. So, what's to be done? What's the answer here? And obviously, I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to talk anyways. And for you, they're listening. They're thinking, "Hey, I've got more of the answers. I've got all the answers. Come, hey, apply to be on the show. I'd love to hear some of it. And if you have anything that's really standing out and it's blowing things away and helping your business, hey, share it with us. Us Idahoans got to stick together. We got to keep growing the state and kind of keep things rolling over here in this great state of Idaho. So I'm telling you here, just from my experience growing my business, which we have, quite a few employees. And we, obviously we're in a higher turnover industry that within our industry that right now, but it all starts within the first meeting. It all starts, and that's where you first set the tone of who you are. And that's where you have to really be real. And you have to keep that tone. Because you don't want to be caught being a liar. You don't want to be, hey, I'm Mr. Professional Spencer in this interview. This is who I am. And then they get hired on thinking this is how Spencer is. He's always this super professional guy. And then later on down the road, they see this goofball who I naturally am anyways, and maybe they're offended by that goofball person. Okay, well, I lied to them. I didn't show them my true self. So what am I going to show them? I'm going to show them my true colors. I'm going to show my core values through how I act and how I conduct myself. Obviously, I'm not going to try to purposely offend anyone, but I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be real, and that's, I know, obviously I'm not the one interviewing. I step in from time to time in an interview during group interviews or one-on-one interviews. And I'm sure you guys at times do the same thing as business leaders, but even as your team, within your business, we've talked enough about this, having core values that we share as we hire our teams, having common core values. And I've said it enough within my company and with any company that I own. My core values will always be honest, have fun, work together, and make money. Like that's me. That's me in a nutshell. That's always what I will be, no matter what company I own. Those will be my core values. And that's exactly who I'm going to hire, those type of people that share those type of core values. And so I'm going to literally show those core values through my actions and the questions I ask. So I don't want to be made a liar later on down the road. So set the tone first, set the tone right. So once you do that, especially you service industries, I know a lot of us, especially with high turnover, we're thinking, hey, let's just churn and burn. Let's just hire. We just need a warm body. Telling you now, I've said this over and over again, warm bodies will hose you over. Do not just hire any warm body off the street. Just because they have a pulse doesn't mean they're going to just solve your problems. And I'm talking directly from experience. If they have a pulse and you think, hey, they're going to be able to just be a placeholder for now, more than likely you're going to hire them and they're going to be a no-show on you. And then they're going to put you in a bigger pickle than you initially thought you were in the beginning. So have a different process in place. Don't just say one interview and done and you're hired. Have a couple different steps. We personally have a group interview first. If you make it through the group interview, through the questions we ask you, we move to a one-on-one interview with a different person at a different location and a different day. And this is the day after that we do the group interview. You go right onto the one-on-one interview. After the one-on-one interview, if you make it past there, we bring you on to a working week interview. We start at a lower rate for work, and you work for a week. We train you. We work you as just a normal teammate, but then at the end of that week, we meet up again and we talk just like normal friends, and we decide, hey, is this going to work for you? And we're very frank and just forthcoming. This is going to work for you. And we talk to their trainers and we decide, hey, is this going to work? You're going to work? This is going to be good? This is going to be a good relationship? Great. If it is, we raise them to the starting rate and we keep rolling. Easy peasy. If it doesn't work out, we just send them a check, shake their hands, and off they go. And we part as friends, hopefully. That saves a lot of heartache down the road, because obviously you want to train people, you want to give everyone the same chance, but you just don't want to hire a warm body. So now, when it comes to training people, McDonald's and all these big industries, they don't get to the size that they are because they don't have systems in place. And it doesn't matter if you're, a 5-man operation or a 500-man operation, there needs to be systems in place. So you need to automate some training. And I'm not talking about those 90s training videos where they lock you in the room back in the pizza shop saying, all right, go watch, 5 hours of this boring training HR video with some quirky HR guy that talks about sexual harassment for 3 hours and how to make a pizza pie. No, I'm talking about, if you're hiring for different positions, let's make it easy. Let's make it fun. Make videos with your core values in mind. We have videos that are made by our employees that are fun. It shows our core values. It shows how we do things, and they're entertaining. So it's on our online dashboards. It shows that, really just shows who we are. So if you're watching those videos and you're not smirking a little bit and kind of laughing a little bit, but you're getting the gist of what we do, if you're not enjoying it, then you can kind of turn yourself around and you understand that you probably don't belong here. So everything should be just shouting your core values. So automation is key. Everyone should be getting the same type of training. And if you find yourself thinking, man, I wish, I keep hiring for this position, or, even if it's payroll, or if it's, I wish I didn't have to keep teaching how to do this certain task, over and over again. Well, it's as easy as starting up a Zoom thing or a Loom, or recording your screen and plugging in a microphone and videoing yourself doing that task and explaining that while you record yourself, and recording it one time. You upload it to Vimeo or YouTube, put it up to your system, and upload the links to the places where the people can find them, and there you go. One couple minutes of work saves you hours of work later on. So think smart. Think smart when you're doing these kind of things. So train them, and then next thing, be ready for them. Once they come on, be ready for them. If you have some, your shirts ready for them, have their cards ready for them, have their name badges ready for them, etc. And love on them. Not just when they start, but periodically throughout as they work for you, just love on them. We're real quick to point out flaws in people, but we're real slow to point out what's good and the good that people do. And that's something we have to really comprehend and realize that, so people screw up. That's inevitable. People are going to screw up. People are going to make mistakes. But we have to really read between the lines sometimes to make sure that we find the positives, so we can point out those things too. Because we always want to have something, arm ourselves with that positivity to present them, and not just coming down with a swift hammer of flaw, 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 flaw. You did this, you did this, you did this. And obviously you don't ever want to use that language. It's you. It's we. How can we do better? How, handle this as a team. And everything you do and everything we say and act and present is with our core values in mind. We're not lying. Obviously, I'm everything we're doing is, I want to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to work together. Things we do, obviously, I want to make money. You want to make money. Our clients need to make money. And if we're not having fun because of something I did or something you did, if we're having a conversation that's not fun because of something you did or I did, that's something that goes against our core values, and we're going to call that out because we're honest as well. So just remember, everything we do, our core values are in mind. So maintaining workforce is just don't fake it. Be real. Be the real person that you are. That brings us to our next point of having just those monthly get-togethers, and it can be cheap little barbecues. I know it can be if you're a contractor, you have your shop, you can literally just you grab some hot dogs at end of every week or at the end of every month, throw some hot dogs and just get some brewskis or some Coke or whatever you want, and just have you guys over, have their families over, the kids over. And the best thing about having their families and kids over is that you get to see the real them when that happens. You don't get to see the person that you see at work every day, but you really get to see the real them. They open up even more around you, and you get to and then you really become closer as a team at that point. So do that kind of thing. And then those things don't have to be expensive. Literally go buy, a $30 pack of hot dogs at Costco that'll last you a couple months, and just enjoy. It's not the money you're spending. It's just the thought that's going into it, the creativity that's going into it, and it's just the time that you're spending with your team. So just remember that these people that, they want to be a part of something. They want to be counted as part of our family. It's not the 80s and the 90s anymore, where people are just willing to come and clock in and clock out and go home anymore. People nowadays, this generation, they want to be a part of something, where they want to really feel valued. So that's where core values come into play so much more now than they ever did before. And no, you may be nodding your head, Spencer, you've said core values, probably about 30,000 times on this podcast. Well, if you're still saying that to me, and you're shaking your head now, and you still haven't done it, and you're having problems maintaining your workforce, what the heck are you waiting for? Why haven't you created your own core values and gone through those steps and made something for yourself? Because you're just living the very definition of insanity. Get yourself some core values, run your freaking company off those core values, and see something change. I'm telling you, you'll make more money, you'll have better employees, your employees will be happier, they'll stay longer. Not saying your company's going to be perfect, not saying you're not going to have turnover, but I'm telling you, your culture will be better, things will run smoother, and things will still happen, I'm telling you right now, but things will get better because of these things. So I'm telling you, learn from all that kind of stuff. And when people do leave, have exit interviews. Obviously there's times when people leave and they're heated, and they're not going to be willing to have an exit interview, whatever. But when people leave and you're on good terms, have an honest exit interview with them and learn from those. Don't be too much of a proud person to say, oh, my company is just amazing, I can't do anything wrong. I'll learn from them. If there's something valid that they bring up about your company, about how you do things, fix it. And if it's a reoccurring thing that's happening during these exit interviews, double fix it. So I'm hoping, we can learn from these things and fix, our companies and help maintain our workforce, just because I want Idaho to succeed. I want Idaho to dominate in the United States. Obviously we're being bombarded by all these other states moving into Idaho, and I want us to grow in our businesses, and I want other businesses to come into Idaho, and to grow, so we can have better paying jobs in Idaho and all this kind of stuff going on. But the small businesses is where it's at. We need to continue to grow our small businesses. That's what our economy is based off of. All the United States is. So if we can have healthier small businesses, we're going to be better off in Idaho. So I hope those things are helpful today. I know it's been helpful for me and my businesses. And in return, our last sponsor is my business, New Clean Commercial Cleaning. And if we can help you, currently from Burley to Rexburg, we cover all those areas. Go to newclean.com, NUCLEANE, and schedule your janitorial solution huddle. And if you schedule that, no strings attached, and we have a quick 5-minute phone call, see if we can help you. If we can help you with your janitorial solutions, and great. But if we have that phone call and nothing comes from it, you still get your 2 restrooms in your offices cleaned absolutely for free. Your tile and grout in those restrooms cleaned for free. So give us a look on our website, newclean.com. And until next time, guys, adios and have a great week. Stay away from those negative Nancy's, stay motivated, and go kill it. See you later.
Congratulations on spending a couple of minutes getting a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Idaho business community. If you're feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.